All right, good break, dude. Man, that was like changing a NASCAR tire. like the like getting the air in my room. Like it was like an emergency open window operation. Uh like, get us fucking aired out and all this crazy shit. But now it feels like actually normal in my room. Temporarily, it's gonna get really fucking sweaty and gross in here in any minute now. Because it's fucking toasty outside. It's not even hot outside. It's actually good outside. It's just like I think the PlayStation 5 is literally a heater, especially when like um really big events pop off in this game and shit starts getting loud and shit starts getting hot. That's why you're in such a bad mood. Who said I was in a bad mood? Why? Because I denied your shitty redemption? No, that was just me being myself. You saying change fish to an invisible fish deserves me to scrutinize you and talk shit. But anyway, we're winding down to the final moments of this here Vigi game, but I cannot finish the game until I do all the side quests. So there's only a couple in this hub world, so let's just fucking do it, dude. Let's do what I can do. And then get this world saved. What do you want, Joshua?
Ah, Clive.
Where there's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
What do you mean, what's wrong?
Nothing.
We're about to all
Received
die.
word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle.
Oh.
After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained.
Okay.
And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Easy. Can I only... I wonder if I can... I can still take more than one quest at a time. So I'm assuming one of these... One second. I'm assuming one of these quests have the material I need for building this ultimate
my
weapon.
Boy. Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks.
My wife just brought me
Hadn't
some
intended for you to get involved,
ice cold
but
cantaloupe.
such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what
Yes.
little I saw, you were right to be worried.
These are really good.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
Okay.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion.
That's me.
Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
Never mind.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Cool.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Yes. I mean, I do mind, but I'll do it.
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
Boo-woo-woo-woo.
Thank you, Clive.
Wow. Woo-woo-woo-woo. Carney Man coming in. What up, dude? Welcome to meet. Welcome to meet. What up, y'all? How was your stream over there? We're doing all these side quests before we do this fucking... That big crystal spawn that... Shut the fuck up, dude! I'm talking to these motherfuckers! Yeah, this big crystal spawn in the middle of the fucking world, because we beat Ultima's ass. Ultima was pissed, but not really that pissed. And he made an entire city into a whole entire butthole in the ground. See, that's where the city used to be. And that's where the big crystal levitated to in the middle of the continent. So we're about to be done this whole fucking game. But before I do that, I gotta get rid of all these dumb green exclamation points on my shit.
Sid, I was wondering
Did
if
it come
you could
from
help.
space? No, it came
depends
after
what
I
it is.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers.
after I beat
As you know,
Ultima
the work
up.
we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout.
Oh my
Our
god,
ranks are
dude.
filled with men and women
I know, now
capable
there's a
of
big
breaking
butthole.
chains and putting slavers to the sword.
That's a lot of shit on your
But
shit.
Scouting,
It is.
few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
Can you...
So you happy to oversee the boys?
Yeah, dude, let's get to work.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Alright, cool. But anyway, turns out Ultima is God.
Northreach.
And he created...
I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Hey, why is that crossed off? Oh, because he was talking. Ultima is God, and he created everything. Humans and shit. And we're gonna go kill God, dude. He's a bitch. That's the objective. Ultima's not
What do you
a...
think happened to Miss Middleton?
Man, we're busy talking, dude.
Sid, you have to help us.
What?
You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes.
It's Miss Middledol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there.
That is for a lot of games, yeah. It wouldn't be a JRPG if we're not killing God at the end.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, You could put it back together.
I hate these kids.
But who's gonna put Miss Mirador back together?
I'll do it.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that for us.
Yeah, I guess. I have no
Her
fucking
dungeon.
choice.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Woo! Literally Final Fantasy trope, level 1, fight bandits, level 60, kill God. Exactly, dude. But I already fought Ultima, and Ultima explained, what did Ultima say? I didn't know what the fuck that motherfucker was saying. We were in this really cool, trippy, weird, floaty rock world, and Ultima was talking all kinds of shit, and he was saying he built humans gained will, and Ultima's like, you motherfuckers weren't supposed to have will, but I need you to fulfill your purpose. Mythos is me, Clive, because he's Ifrit and he's absorbing shit. And Clive is like, you fucked up, you should never, now that we have will, you're the bitch, and it's our world, Ultima's like, yeah, whatever. And then we beat his ass. He kind of almost beat our ass, but he looked really fucking cool though. He got a cool, he paper bagged his ugly head with a cool armor and cool fucking wings that were burning of purple juice and shit. And he had like 2 flaming lightsabers, whatever. I beat his ass. And it was pretty sick.
If you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You
Airship?
aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
Come on, dude.
What else would I be doing?
I knew she was
The
going to be
children
doing
seem to think
this.
you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
Yeah, Ultima's the almost
Enterprise
sexy
is
with the
already
mid-journey
fastest
eyes.
ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown.
Gross.
Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after,
I
I'm
wonder...
sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
Damn.
I should speak with
I'm
one of the curse
surprised
breakers before I set
that-
off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
I'm
Citadel mentioned a new
surprised that that's a side quest. Building an airship is a side quest. But yeah, Ultima's the mid-journey eyes, almost hot guy, but he put on a cool fucking armor set and he looked awesome. He really did. It was pretty funny beating him up too, because he was like, oh. Because his voice is always kind of like, not flat, but like kind of passive. So even when he was getting beat up, he was like, oh. Like he was getting sexed. It was pretty good. So they ready to take to the skies from the gods?
Massive.
Yeah, dude. Me and Joshua and Dion. Dion is the guy that is Bahamut. We're gonna fucking fly up there ourselves. So I was expecting Mid to be like, I'm gonna make an airship and we're gonna fly up there together, and then you're gonna transform. But I think we're gonna all fucking die because we're gonna use all our juice flying up there. Whatever.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
No.
If you earn it, Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone.
Most bones are the same. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better.
Cool.
I do.
Gotta kill a big turtle, I
Give
guess.
them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Cool. I'm assuming that's like a mini hunt. Okay, cool. Oh, was that today? I might have to see the VOD. Yeah, that was today. It was not the final fight. It was like a teaser fight. So it wasn't like as bombastic as the other fights get. the fight of us going to that big crystal you guys see in the distance, that's probably gonna be the big fucking facial finish. Dories.
Sid, do you have a moment?
Don't bully me, I may coom.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. And even better for her.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Walud, I can't let those bearers die in their cells.
I guess I'm going.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together.
Cool.
We stay no longer than we have to.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was.
He's probably dead.
Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls. We should head there as quickly as we can.
As do I, Doris.
I'm skipping dialogue because they talk too much, but I'm only skipping, I'm getting the important stuff out before I hit X. But they really do be talking too much. Okay, there's one more quest I gotta collect. No, there's two more quests I gotta collect. There's one it's in my Dear Diary over here. What up, Why What For? Hope you had a good stream. What were you doing over there, Carney Man? Two quest. Oh my Jesus Christ, it's fine. Reluctant, Waka Waka. Should require further incentive. Know what I'm willing to offer compensation for service rendered. Exist ancient. Okay, I gotta get some ancient text or something.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Boo. I'm about to make that my follower sound. It'll be so out of like theme. I just like the sound. Guess you haven't noticed your poor hound spends all the time of late on rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cup. Something ain't right. My gut tells me, okay. Something's wrong with the dog.
What is it this time, Torgal?
The important data is that she had a literal Chad on her mind. I hate you for that. He's letting Samus back in? Oh, okay. Alright, so there's one more. There's two quests here. Damn. They got me really walking around this town talking to these motherfuckers, but that's fine. That's fine. There's someone on the way up here. And there's someone all the way up there. So who's this? Oh, it's Torgal. What up, dude? He's gonna start talking.
Pining for something, boy.
Bark.
What is it? What do you see out there?
Whimper.
I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
Did I miss something? I was asking what you were
See,
playing and
that's
stuff
why.
on during your
On the
stream.
day brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf. Torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone? You find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
Bark.
Let's get that thing off you.
It's not a mere task. Oh, he's pissed.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
Days
You
Gone?
want me to go with you somewhere?
I've made fun of that game before.
Can't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
It looks alright.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you.
Alright. We gotta do some shit.
Where to then, Torgal?
Yeah, I really don't know what any of that's about. It's okay. Alright, one more quest to grab. Now look here, do I just talk shit on what you do? You actually do. But I don't know, dude. You're playing that game. You know what the shit is that's worth talking about it. I saw some fight with like a bear in that game, and it looked like the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. But like, I'm sure like killing a horde of zombies is always fun, you know. Like they have a lot of like they can occupy the screen by like the hundreds and hundreds, so it's pretty cool shooting into that crowd.
Be forgotten.
What do you want, Herman?
Sid, may I have a moment?
I guess.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash.
No.
No.
The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. I was raised in an orphanage, or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain, and few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
Oh, I think I know where I have to go for this too, because I've been here before.
So many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. The Institute was run with military precision.
Yeah, we were literally just there.
Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry.
I'll do it, dude.
So that my brothers and sisters might live on.
Yeah.
You were a good friend.
Yeah, I'll go instead.
But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bak and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace.
Yeah, I know where it is, dude.
Mothers guide you.
I told you I was there already. Dude, after I do all this, I'll be able to unlock a fucking super sick, nasty weapon, too. Damn, there's still green. Where is this shit coming? Okay, hold on. There's a kind of crunchy mechanics to it, but it still is pretty neat. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's definitely a game that came out and it was $60, and I was like, I am not spending $2 on that game. So I'm pretty sure you got it on sale. But it was also like the one, it was like a game that like Xbox players were bragging about when like exclusives were popping off and PlayStation had all their cool announcements, and they were like, we got Days Gone though. And it was like a joke. Okay, I gotta talk to her.
Vivian.
It was a PS game?
I read you and I'd be happy to help you find the book.
Thank you, Clive. But
then maybe we just
tracking
made fun of it
down
because it
will not be
sucks.
easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor.
You are too kind. Alas,
What am I doing
what
again?
I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture.
You
I
wrote it
spoke with
in
her
the
pocket.
you wrote the notes.
You say so?
Forgive me, Clive, but this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today.
There's a PS logo when you start it up? Oh, it must have been a PlayStation. There was some reason people made fun of that shit when it was coming out. Okay, didn't I just talk to you, Torgal?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy.
What is he gonna say, Clive?
Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west. Toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery?
Okay, so now we have places to go.
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years.
Oh, we get to go to a new location, maybe?
To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
And where else do I gotta go? Oh my god, dude, now I gotta talk to this motherfucker Tombs? Oh boy. This is my... I deserve this, dude.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates, I've been charged with locating a book.
And you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I
tell me
have
where
not
it is,
thought
dude.
to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her.
Cool. So where is the book?
If the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Music just got
Coveters of
ominous.
Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known, or so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Imagine being able to grow a beard to braid it.
Secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
Cool.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was
Cool.
Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm.
It's killing me.
Rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark.
Uh-huh.
And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
So now we're doing something
Very
else
well.
entirely different?
When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Alright, cool. It's not that these guys talk a lot, it's how they talk a lot. Like, that guy could have said all that shit in maybe 3 sentences max. Hey, there's some executors and, you know, fuck them, and then we gotta get a book. You know, that could have been, like, done just like that. Oh my god, look at all this fucking shit. Let's handle the stuff in Waloed first. This is pretty, this part's pretty easy, I think. I think I just have to go in here. I already know where the enemy is. Or not the enemy, but the area I need to go to is.
Good girl.
It's over... Oh, there's 2 spots I have to go to. Whatever, I'll go over here first.